Welcome to the Daily Globe. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The Republic of Kaznia has stunned the aviation world by ordering China's new COMAC C929 wide-body jet, rejecting Boeing's established 787 Dreamliner. This isn't just a purchase. It's a bold political and economic move, challenging the decades-long dominance of Western aircraft makers. For the first time, a major airline is betting on a Chinese-built long-haul jet that hasn't even flown yet, signaling a seismic shift in global competition. Kaznia's decision hints at a new era where geopolitics and economic incentives rival proven performance in billion-dollar deals. The world is watching. Is this a one-off or the first domino in a new global aviation order? The COMAC C929 stands as the crown jewel of China's ambitious drive for high-tech self-reliance, representing not just a new aircraft, but a bold statement of national capability and vision. This wide-body jet is the centerpiece of a decades-long effort to transform China from a buyer of foreign technology into a global leader in aviation innovation. The C929 was born from a deep desire to end China's dependence on Western aerospace giants like Boeing and Airbus, who have long dominated the skies with their advanced aircraft. For years, Chinese airlines relied on these foreign manufacturers, but the C929 aims to change that narrative. In 2008, China's government launched COMAC, short for Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, with a clear mission: to build homegrown jets that could compete on the world stage. The C929 is its most ambitious project yet, designed as a direct challenge to the Boeing Dreamliner and Airbus A350, both symbols of Western engineering prowess. The C929 follows in the footsteps of the ARJ-21 and C919, earlier COMAC jets that served as crucial stepping stones. Each model has helped China master the complex art of aircraft design, testing, and international certification, gradually building the expertise needed for a world-class wide-body jet. Domestically, the C929 is poised to capture a significant share of China's booming long-haul air travel market, connecting major cities and supporting the country's growing demand for international flights. With millions of new travelers each year, the need for a homegrown wide-body jet has never been greater. Internationally, the C929 is positioned as a flagship export under the Made in China 2025 initiative, showcasing Chinese engineering on the global stage and signaling the country's intent to compete with the world's best. Developing the C929 has required forging partnerships with suppliers and experts from around the world, integrating cutting-edge avionics, materials, and manufacturing techniques. This global collaboration is essential for meeting the high standards of safety and performance expected in modern aviation. The journey has been anything but easy. Building a wide-body jet means mastering advanced composite materials, developing powerful and efficient engines, and integrating sophisticated avionics, all while navigating the challenges of international certification and fierce competition. Ultimately, the C929 is more than just an airplane. It's a symbol of China's determination to join the elite club of nations, capable of building the world's most complex and advanced machines, and a testament to the country's growing influence in the global aviation industry. The C929 began as the CR929, a joint venture between China's COMAC and Russia's UAC, aiming to break the Boeing-Airbus duopoly. Early optimism faded as disputes over technology sharing and sales strategy emerged, straining the partnership. Western sanctions on Russia made it nearly impossible to source critical components, forcing China to choose between its partner and access to global suppliers. By 2023, Russia was sidelined, the project rebranded as the C929, and China took full control. Russia pivoted to its own wide-body plans, ending the dream of a united Sino-Russian aerospace giant. The CR929's transformation into the C929 shows how quickly geopolitics can upend even the most ambitious industrial alliances. Now, COMAC stands alone as the project's standard-bearer. The C929 is designed to rival the Boeing 787-9 and Airbus A330neo, seating up to 300 passengers and flying 12,000 kilometers. COMAC's goal: build a jet that's efficient, comfortable, and globally competitive using over 50% advanced composite materials to cut weight and fuel burn. Passengers can expect a modern cabin, larger windows, spacious bins, and LED lighting to ease jet lag. The cockpit will feature state-of-the-art avionics and fly-by-wire controls, matching Western standards. The biggest hurdle? Engines. China hopes to use its own CJ2000, but matching the reliability and efficiency of Western power plants is a massive challenge. The engine choice will make or break the C929's global appeal. COMAC's ambition is clear: to build not just a plane, but a new standard for Chinese innovation. Casnia's government and airline executives announced a landmark $8.5 billion deal for 25 C929s with options for 15 more, replacing their aging Boeing and Airbus fleet. Deliveries start in 2031, marking the C929's first major international sale and a blow to Boeing, once the frontrunner. Casnia's transport minister called it a strategic investment, praising China's attractive financing and broader trade agreements. The official statements focused on economics, but the geopolitical message was unmistakable. Boeing expressed disappointment but vowed to support its Casnian customers and compete globally. For China, this is a historic milestone, proof that its aviation industry can win trust abroad. The deal gives the C929 the launch customer it needs to gain global credibility. Casnia's C929 order is more than just a business transaction. It's a geopolitical earthquake signaling a dramatic pivot away from traditional Western partners and toward a deepening alliance with China. This move is sending shockwaves through diplomatic circles, as it challenges the established balance of power in the global aviation industry and beyond. The deal is closely tied to a surge in Chinese investment and trade, which is rapidly transforming Casnia's economy. New infrastructure projects, technology transfers, and business ventures are springing up, promising jobs and growth. But this economic boost comes with strings attached, creating a long-term dependency on China for technical support, pilot training, and ongoing maintenance, potentially limiting Casnia's future options. For China, Casnia's decision is a powerful showcase. If the C929 succeeds here, it could open doors for COMAC across Asia, Africa, and Latin America, where many nations are eager for alternatives to Western aircraft, but wary of over-reliance on a single supplier. The global supply chain will feel the shock. Lost Boeing orders mean lost business for hundreds of suppliers worldwide, threatening jobs and local economies. Meanwhile, COMAC is rapidly building its own network of suppliers and partners, shifting the center of gravity in aviation manufacturing. This could accelerate the split of the aviation market into rival blocks, Boeing and Airbus dominating the West, while COMAC becomes the preferred choice for China's allies and partners. The competition for market share is intensifying, and the lines are being drawn more clearly than ever before. Diverging standards and regulations may soon follow, as each bloc develops its own rules for safety, maintenance, and pilot certification. This could complicate international travel, making it harder for airlines and passengers to move seamlessly between regions. The dream of a unified global aviation system, where planes, people, and ideas move freely across borders, is fading. Instead, the world risks returning to an era of fragmented skies and divided markets. Casnia's deal may be just the first sign of a new fractured reality, one where economic choices are inseparable from political alliances, and the future of flight is shaped as much by power struggles as by technology. Boeing's loss in Casnia is more than a missed sale. It's proof that the Boeing-Airbus duopoly is under real threat. The C929's win shows that geopolitics and aggressive financing can now trump legacy and reliability. COMAC, backed by China's state power, can offer deals Boeing can't match. Boeing faces its own challenges: production issues, long backlogs, and now, a new rival offering earlier delivery slots. Expect Boeing to push for more government support and trade action, while accelerating R&D to stay ahead. The era of easy dominance is over. The Dragon has entered the arena, and Boeing must adapt to survive. Aviation analysts are calling Casnia's decision to order the C929 a watershed moment in the global aviation industry, one that could signal the start of a new era in international air travel. The move is being closely watched by industry insiders, who see it as a bold step that could reshape the competitive landscape. However, many experts caution that the C929 remains an unproven aircraft. While the announcement has generated excitement, there are still significant questions about whether COMAC can deliver on its promises. Building a safe, reliable, and efficient jetliner is a monumental challenge for any manufacturer, and for COMAC, the stakes are even higher. The company must not only meet strict safety and performance standards, but also deliver the aircraft on schedule, a task that has tripped up even the most established players in the past. Beyond manufacturing, COMAC faces the daunting task of establishing a global support network for maintenance and parts and securing certification from Western aviation authorities, an essential step if the C929 is to fly internationally and compete with established giants. Some industry veterans argue that for now, the immediate threat to Boeing and Airbus is limited. They point out that airlines are unlikely to replace their existing fleets with C929s in large numbers anytime soon, given the risks and the time required for the new jet to prove itself. The reality is that the C929 will need years of successful operation before it can truly challenge the dominance of Western manufacturers on a global scale. Yet, other analysts see a long-term shift already underway. They believe that the C929 could gradually change the balance of power in aviation, especially as more countries look to diversify their suppliers and reduce reliance on Western companies. For nations that are politically or economically aligned with China, the C929 represents not just a new aircraft, but a strategic opportunity to strengthen ties and assert independence from Western influence. In these regions, choosing the C929 is seen as a logical and forward-thinking move, one that could bring both economic and diplomatic benefits. If Casnia's C929s perform well in service, it could open the floodgates for more orders from countries within China's sphere of influence, accelerating COMAC's rise as a global player. While Boeing and Airbus still hold the upper hand, their dominance is no longer absolute. The C929's future success will depend on COMAC's ability to overcome immense technical, logistical, and regulatory hurdles. Every step, from rigorous safety testing to gaining international certification, will be scrutinized by regulators and customers alike. The world will be watching for any sign of weakness or failure. For now, COMAC is selling a vision, a promise of a new era in aviation, backed by strong political will and national ambition. Casnia's landmark order is the first real test of that promise, turning years of planning and investment into a tangible reality. As the world's eyes turn to COMAC and Casnia, the question remains, can they deliver not just an aircraft, but a new reputation for Chinese aviation on the world stage? Casnia's C929 order marks a turning point, cracking the Western grip on global aviation. It's a new era where geopolitics and alliances shape the skies as much as engineering. For China, it's a leap toward tech self-sufficiency. For Casnia, a bold pivot east. For Boeing, a wake-up call. The future of the C929 and the industry now hinges on COMAC's ability to deliver. Will this spark innovation and choice, or deepen global divides? The world will be watching Casnia's C929s take flight. The sky is no longer the limit.